The summer before my senior year in high school, I was making the very decisions that would lay the foundation for the rest of my life. I was very passionate and active in athletics, excelling in both track and cross country. I was looking forward to graduating high school, going to college, and furthering my dream to become a track star. One afternoon, some of my friends and I decided to go for a ride. The driver thought that it would be fun and entertaining to speed and drive recklessly. As passengers, we begged him to stop, but our pleas went unanswered. Momentarily losing his attention from the road, he lost control of the small truck, sending it off the road and head on into a culvert. Our bodies, like rag dolls, were thrown from the vehicle. Each of us has been faced with a decision and given a choice that in one way or another could take or alter a life forever. Most of the time, we don't even realize the gravity or potential consequence of our actions. We simply go about our day without any thought of tomorrow. There is one group amongst us in particular that this mindset plagues more than any other: teenagers. Every day, countless lives are lost or permanently changed, due in large part to the decisions made behind the wheel of the vehicle by teenage drivers. Today, we will look at some horrifying statistics facing teenage drivers. Then, we'll look at the cause before we look at some possible solutions that each of us can do to make not only teenagers, but possibly ourselves, more responsible drivers. The fact of the matter is that according to Allstate.com, last updated February 8, 2011, between 5,000 and 6,000 teenagers die every year due to automobile-related accidents, making it by far the leading cause of death among teens. Allstate also states that crash rates of 16 to 19-year-olds is 4 times that of older drivers. But beyond all of the statistics, the numbers, and calculated facts, the damage is far more staggering. The devastation of losing just one life causes a rippling effect, touching all the surrounding lives. One death means one future loss, and many lives forever changed. A parent loses a child. A sibling loses a brother or sister. And the world loses an opportunity to change. Now that we've looked at some of the appalling statistics, let's now look at the cause. What the cause boils down to, and for the most part, is a lack of proper judgment. Teenagers simply hop behind the wheel of the vehicle, oblivious to the responsibility that they now possess, and proceed to make decisions that endanger not only themselves, but everyone else on the road. Among these ill-advised decisions are drinking and driving, speeding, and a new emerging trend, cell phones. There is a sense of invincibility that comes along with youth that when placed behind the wheel of a vehicle is absolutely lethal. Now that I've ranted a bit about the carelessness of teenagers and the causes of their recklessness, let's now talk about a solution, a way we can battle this epidemic. Common sense tells us to just basically tell teens, don't do this and do that. But unfortunately, that oftentimes tends to backfire because, as I'm sure we can all relate, having all been teenagers before, teenagers rebel against being told what to do. I feel that the way to get through to teenagers is to empower them to make the correct decision. School programs such as the Every 15 Minutes program educate, inform, and involve the students, giving them a voice to reach their peers. According to Keith Graves, longtime paramedic and educational coordinator for the Every 15 Minutes program, since the program's arrival in Anderson County in 2000, teenage deaths involving drinking and driving dropped from 10 to 1 a year. Now that may not sound like a particularly large number, but keep in mind that's only one county out of 254 in the state of Texas alone. Another proactive measure that could be implemented would be to encourage teens to speak up to their peers when they are witness to reckless driving. According to a survey done by Allstate, 67% of teenagers said that they feel unsafe when riding in a vehicle driven by their peers, and 55% confessed that they wouldn't feel comfortable confronting the driver. Today, we have looked at some truly terrifying statistics. We checked out some of the causes of such a tragically large number of lives lost and permanently scarred. And then we looked at some ways that we could each help to change this. When the paramedics arrived at the scene of my accident, first they found the driver, who had only minor injuries. Second, they found my other friend, who was not so fortunate. He had been killed instantly. Last, 75 feet away, in the tall grass of an open pasture, they found me. When I woke up, I was tethered to machines by tubes and wires, confused, unable to speak, unable to move, unable to breathe on my own. I was a runner, but now I was being told that I would never walk again, and that I may never even be able to breathe without the aid of a ventilator. My life completely changed in that moment, but not just my life. My family and my friends who take care of me, I am very grateful for. But not a day goes by that I don't wish that they weren't saddled with that responsibility. I'm not here for anyone's pity. Don't need it, nor do I want it. I'm here simply to show everyone the bigger picture. One choice has the power to change a life, for better or worse. Talk to teenagers. Find a way to get through to them. I implore us all to find the wisdom to see beyond ourselves. Think not only of ourselves, but of the hopes, dreams, and lives of those around us. And remember, we're all one choice away from changing the rest of our lives.